Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. 3rd down here. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 10. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
24. There you go.
Hey, we're going Mike 40.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Pick me up. Heavy. There you go. 368.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton. And caught right side, Green. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On the toss, Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 2nd and 15 now. Dalton looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. For Lamar Jackson, his first NFL start came against the Cincinnati Bengals November 18th in Baltimore of last year. And he threw for 150 yards, ran for 119 more as the Ravens won 24-21 to kick off what became a 6-1 final stretch that got him the AFC North title. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
You can't block me.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Cincinnati.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's hot! 40, Mike 40. Here we go, D.
It's hot.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40.
Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And Dalton to throw. On the screen, Bernard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run. It's Mark Ingram. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback.
Mixon hit, and the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hands up, please. We ain't giving up nothing to touch. Hands up.
give it to Mixon. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Dalton now to pass. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Bullock will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Here we go. Come on, Henry. Watch the out. Watch the out.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. A 3rd down gain of 19. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore in the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. After the penalty, it's Ingram. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and very short, Jackson. His throw incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Jackson to throw again. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw again is Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Set, ready. Get the man. 50 off the mic.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. The final act of the first half. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Nifty move. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
What Tyler? 64. Weak.
Check three.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. He's going to launch this thing way down. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Bengals 10, Ravens 7. Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Well, pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 44, Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Nice big gain there from Marquise Brown, 1st-round pick out of Oklahoma. Of course, his cousin knows a thing or two about big catches in the NFL. That's Antonio Brown. And now Hollywood hoping to carry on the family tradition of solid production at the wide receiver position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
1st down, and it's Hill again. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill with his 1st career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had gotten a lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball. And
will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Let's go. Let's go one more.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Sean Williams. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Mike 40, check, he's coming. Watch the pass.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Watch 85.
Regular.
Here we go, team.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Jones on the return. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. A loss of 2 there, second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. And I'm going to keep firing.
Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
And
he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Dalton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run with Hill. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. It's a give to the right, Ingram. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Ingram again, a first down carry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
At the 16-yard line.
Down. 60-yard. 51 to mine. Cut.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. Here's Ingram. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Being chased out left, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, but now it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now, the Bengals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Ingram again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running right, this is Ingram. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40.
We got this. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one